Hello everyone, welcome to all of you in this video session on the poem Not My Best Side by U.A. Fanthorpe. This video number 2 is in sequel of the video number 1 on the same poem. In video number 1, we had studied the monologue of the dragon that was prescribed in section 1 of the poem. Now, this video is about the monologue of the maiden who is painted in Uccello's painting Saint George and the Dragon. In this section, the maiden reflects her thoughts about her own thinking. After that, she presents her views about the dragon and then about the knight. Let us read what she says in her part of the monologue. The text of the second section of the poem is as following. It is hard for a girl to be sure if she wants to be rescued. In the very first line of the section second, the maiden presents her modern thinking. She says that it is hard for a girl like her to be sure if she wants to be rescued. Rescued means saved. She says that she could not understand if she really wanted to be saved. The modern girl does not want any other's help to be saved. She can save to herself. I quite took to the dragon. She wants to tell about the dragon. It is nice to be liked. She likes to be liked by others. She presents her sense of loveliness. If you know what I mean, the audience can understand what she means. The modern girl wants that she should be liked by others. He was so nicely physical. She is attracted by the outer appearance of the dragon. She tells about the dragon that he was so nicely physical. Nicely physical means he is looking beautiful or good. He is good looking with his claws and lovely green skin. He has the claws and lovely green skin and that sexy tail, and he has a sexy tail. And the way he looked at me, he made me feel he was all ready to eat me. And the way he looked at me means her. The way he looked at her, he made her feel that he was all ready to eat her. These lines reflect that she likes to be liked by the dragon. She has no fear of the dragon, and she presents the dragon as an object of desire. Uh, and any girl enjoys that. She says that any modern girl enjoys that she should be looked at her. This demonstrates that she is not the stereotypically innocent and naive virgin, but she is a modern but honest woman. So, when this boy turned up wearing machinery, now she talks about the boy or the knight. When she looks at him wearing machinery, she says that he is wearing machinery. He is wearing a helmet on a really dangerous horse. He is on the horse who is really dangerous. To be honestly, she says that I did not much fancy him. She says that she did not like to the knight. In these lines, we see that she subverts the stereotype story. She preferred the dragon to the knight. I mean, what was he like underneath the hardware? I mean, she wants to say that what was he like the underneath? She does not know how he looked underneath the hardware. Hardware here is the armor. She does not know how he looked under the armor. He might have acne. Here, the poem has a comical tone. He might have acne, blackheads, or even bad breath for all I could tell. And she says that he might have acne under the armor, or blackheads, or even bad breath for all I could tell. But the dragon, well, you could see, she compares the knight to the dragon, and she tells her preference for dragon to the knight. But the dragon, well, you could see all his equipment at a glance. She says that uh, the beauty of outer beauty of the dragon can be seen at first glance. Still, what could I do? Still, what could I do? Though she is crude but honest, yet she is helpless. She could not do anything else. She is helpless and must she is to fit in the story. The dragon got himself beaten by the boy. The dragon is to be beaten by the boy, and a girl has got to think of her future. Though she has likeness for the dragon, but in the story, what happens? The dragon is beaten by the knight, and a girl has got to think of her future. Here, she ends up being pragmatic in her thinking or in her approach. She is sensible enough, and she says uh, that she is to think of her future. So, in this section, we see that the maiden is not an innocent or meek, rather, she is conscious of her own future. She is bold enough to save herself. She prefers the dragon to the knight. It shows that she has a free choice or an independent thinking for expressing her likeness for others. She is so much sensible that she believes in what is clearly visible than in hidden things. She is so bold that she clearly expresses her sensual desires to be liked and looked at her by others. She is also concerned about the outer appearance and the beauty of the other characters. In this way, the poetess subverts the stereotypes of the ancient mythological thinking of the painted characters.